Stream's going. Let me get the thing going here with the app thing. Dadgummit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start the game.
Ravenous stream. Now we're sharing the same dream.
There you go. That's exactly right. I can imagine Beavis and Butthead doing that tune. Sounds like something he would do.
I think it's the only Billy Ocean song I remember.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Talk about 80s one-hit wonder, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
I honestly don't know if he was a one-hit wonder or not, but that's just the only song I remember.
I could have sworn he ended up having some other songs, but...
Maybe, but that's the only one I remember.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Didn't understand a bit of it, but it was catchy.
Well, it says on another email I got from Amazon saying, "Oh, your payment process with Woot.com," and I'm like, okay, well, okay, a process and it went through. Now just send me the info that is sent out. So, but I mean, it says that February 1st, so you know, like I mentioned, it's like a couple weeks. What?
Oh, that's a heck of a delivery time.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay as long as I know it.
Right.
I mean, but then again, you know how it is, friggin' COVID and all that crap and delays and shipping and all this junk and whatnot.
Well, yeah, well, to be honest, I haven't really had any trouble as far as that goes in most cases with shipping.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't either, but
now there are some items that take longer than others, but typically, I mean, when I order something off like Amazon, I got it in like 3 or 4 days, you know.
Well, you have Prime though. I don't have Prime. Tanya has Prime, and I didn't think to use her Prime account last night. So.
Well, that's just booty.
Yeah, that happened. So, but yeah. All right.
Yeah. What quest do you have? I know we got this hunter mission, the Wendigo.
I think we already did that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't apparently.
Uh-oh.
You would have had to have done that on your own if I haven't done it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. What does this say? Oh, wait. I got it. Oh, I didn't turn it in. That's what it was. Hang on. Don't do anything yet.
Okay.
I got to go turn it in.
Will do.
Because I'm a moron.
Way to go, you big dummy.
Oh, no. Did I step in the vomit? Thanks, guy.
Thanks for reminding me for the 15th billionth times that's coming in here.
Idiot.
Gotta love how the rain trickles down the actual screen that you're on when it's raining outside in the game. How in the world can I see in this helmet? That make no sense. No sense at all.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, here we go. We've only got 2 quests. We got the story quest and we got this other hunter quest that's over in the dunes. So we'll just go to the hunter quest after we... after you do what you forgot to do.
Well, now I got to go mod because I got a new pair of gloves that are significantly better than the ones I have.
Well, that's a thing.
So you might as well just sit there and stick your finger in your butt while
And
you wait
spin
on
around, yeah, and sing Yankee Doodle Noodle all day long.
Or you can sing dueling banjos.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Yep.
What am I, stupid?
Well, the tests haven't come back negative yet, so we're not sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess when it comes back, then they'll probably diagnose you with COVID.
Yeah, more than likely.
Tell you to quarantine.
Matter of fact, yesterday, as soon as I had walked in the door, I got your message about Louis Anderson died, and as soon as I walked into the break room, they started talking about Meatloaf and Louis Anderson dying, and they had said there was some news story that was like, oh, he had cancer, but then they were calling it like a COVID-related cancer, and everybody was like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's all you ever hear, no matter what the sickness is COVID, 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 you know? Yeah, it's real.
Well,
yeah, we get it, but geez.
Oftentimes, you know, people will go in for any number of other reasons, and if they happen to have COVID, they automatically mark it as a COVID-related death. And the reason for that is because the more COVID cases a hospital has, the more federal assistance money they get.
Yep. Yep. That's the truth.
There's a financial incentive to prop up the numbers.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that the hospitals are making billions off of this crap, regardless of whether it's true or not.
Yeah, well, just like the pharmaceutical companies making there's a reason that the pharmaceutical companies are focused on making vaccines and not antivirals and other forms of treatments. You know, because they're pushing the vaccine. You know, well, it's just like even my own doctor, my endocrinologist, when I did my virtual visit the other day, I may have told you this already, but you know, he asked me if I got the vaccine. I said no, and he said, why not? And I said, because between the side effects I've been seeing, plus even when you get 2, 3, 4, 5 shots, however many they keep going to, I said you still get it and you still spread it. So I didn't see the point.
Yeah, exactly.
And he says, oh well, he goes, yeah, that's true, you know, but you know, in all likelihood, it would have lessened your symptoms, and you might not have had to ended up going to the hospital if you got the vaccine. He goes, I'm a big proponent of getting it. He goes, but you know, since you've already had COVID, there's no point in you getting it now. So even these people were saying, well, even if you have COVID, you still need the vaccine. My own freaking doctor said that now that I've had it, I don't need the vaccine. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's why you can't believe these people, you know, that tell you this crap, especially the media, but especially Dr. Ouchie, you know, who keeps changing his story every other week, you know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. I swear. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hunter mission, track down the creature in the dunes. Ooh, sounds exciting.
Oh, so we're going after Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, and her stock portfolio.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that attention's being brought to that, because that's something that I had never even thought about. It's like, you know, the people that can bring down regulations on like big tech and other companies, like these people are also investing stocks in the companies that they can influence. Mm-hmm. Like, it's something I didn't even consider, you know, until, you know, somebody was like, hey, you know how much money, you know, Nancy Pelosi and her husband made in the stock market, you know, with obvious insider trading, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I didn't even think about that. It's like, yeah, that ain't right, you know.
Well, we got a couple quests here. There's one over here, and the hunter mission's all the way down here. But here's a harvest thing. We'll get this first.
Here's a historian mission.
Yeah. We'll do that. It's on the way. We'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it so that way we don't forget where it was.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, you finally changed your outfit now. You just ain't walking around in a bunch of black metal armor no more with a bunch of shiny stuff.
Well, I'm in the desert. Figured I'd look appropriate.
Yeah, there we go. I don't want to get sand in my cybernetic crevices.
I don't want sand in my crack.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah, I never liked the desert. There's sand everywhere, and it gets everywhere. And no, that was a terrible Anakin impression.
A terrible who impression?
Anakin Skywalker,
Oh,
remember?
okay. I didn't hear you because of all the gunshots.
Oh, get your hearing checked, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good to play my trickster again. I've been playing the pyromancer, and yeah, I mean it's getting better, but man, it don't even compare to my trickster.
Oh yeah, you've been playing the pyro with your sons.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. I'll be honest. I did the stupid thing of like looking up, hey, what are the best builds for this class, And I read it and I was like, okay, I'll do that. And yeah, and it completely sucked, So finally I said, screw this. And I went back and I looked at all the the skill trees and all that. And I was like, man, I'm going to redo this whole thing. So I redid it and picked the stuff that fit more my playstyle. And now the character's not so bad,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I get for listening to other people on how to build a character.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I actually have in RPGs too, because sometimes I'm like, I want to go and find out what's the best build for me to do, for me to be able to survive. I was doing that when I was playing some of the Dark Souls series because, given how tough the games are, and I just didn't even bother to really follow through with them. And so, case in point, that's another reason why I don't care about them anymore. Now, granted,
oh, good.
I was going to say, granted, I am going to actually rent Elden Ring when it comes out and see how it is. But I'm definitely not going to be buying it. And even if it does happen to grab my attention, if they make it a little bit more user-friendly, then that ain't going to happen until, like, it's on a sale or something. I mean, I think it's really unique that they're bringing their whole formula to, like, an open world thing. But ultimately,
here we go. Commie Bot comes into our stream a lot.
Yeah.
He's annoying and a fag. Your head could use a plastic bag. Look how old. Here comes the Commie Bot. Actually, this doesn't look commie. This says Sister19 LOL online. Oh, this is like porn stuff or something.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's a freaking Pornhub thing, whatever.
Yeah, well, you can just, GTFO.
Yeah. You can go eat a bag of wieners.
Oh, they probably watched that on the site.
Yeah, more than likely. Shizer muffin videos and all that crap.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about, the effects of porn on our society, particularly with young men. And I said, one thing that people don't seem to realize, and honestly, for a long time, I didn't really put this together either. But porn actually makes you a cuck, because when you really think about it, you're going through and picking out women that you're attracted to and watching them get banged by some other dude. I mean, that's just the virtual version of going out, finding a girl you like, inviting her over for dinner, and then say, all right, Tyrone, you can come out and bang her now while I watch,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally what you're doing, and obviously, you're sitting there spanking it to watching a girl that you like getting nailed by some other dude. Like, that's literally being a cuck,
Yeah, exactly. Good grief. Oh yeah, this is great. I love having little tight corridors that I can maneuver around in properly and dealing with AOE attacks. Wonderful.
No kidding. And how you're like 20 feet away, but he can still hit you.
Yeah, exactly. The hit detection is abhorrent.
Yeah.
What in the world? Freaking shoot, man. Gosh, I feel like Tanya and Baker right now in their freaking Rouge Company game where they got the freaking bots that are cheating and keeping it where they can't shoot properly.
Well, they suck at that game anyway, so.
Good grief. Well, there has been a whole lot of talk.
Hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to Baker when she plays. I'm over here getting killed. Nobody's helping me. You know?
Well, it's like I've mentioned. I'm like, if you get on a server with the actual players, then maybe you could get something going with them where you can actually be able to try to correlate strategy. And that's not happening, so I'm like, well, you're complaining about something that you could probably end up fixing, but you're not, so I don't know. I don't play the game. I dabbled around in it because I was curious, but ultimately, yeah.
Yeah,
really.
well, that was the same for me. Like, I played with them a few times, and I'm like, you know, I mean, it was okay, but largely annoying.
I mean, they don't put out enough content for that game for me to even really bother with it. I mean, they do like content drops on every once in a while, I believe. And even though it's a free-to-play game, I mean, okay, yeah, I get it, but man, it's just, it's kind of mind-numbing to me. But you know, to each their own. If that's what they're into, and so be it. But I mentioned this to Tanya before too. I said, I really feel like that you and Baker should really try to find something else to be able to play, you know, that isn't so competition heavy, especially given the fact that everything that's going on.
Especially as much as they bitch while they're playing, you know. it's like
well,
you know, maybe find something that's, you know, maybe not so stressful to play, you know.
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure is, I mean, Tanya rarely does that, but she, I think she also needs to end up trying to find another game that maybe is kind of like that, but, you know, not as stressful. But this is another thing, too, is that, holy crap, we could have probably walked out and I had to run all the way back here, but oh well, I didn't think about it. But, one of the things that I had mentioned to her, and also mentioned this to Baker as well, about this game Lost Ark that's coming out that I've talked to you about, and and I mean, you're going against AI opponents in this, and I don't know if there's any type of PvP battles or not. There probably is, I'm not sure, but there's a lot to be had out of it, especially the YouTube channel Legacy Gaming that's really talked about it and talked it up. So it's free to play. So it's supposed to be out sometime next month. So I'm definitely going to download it and give it a shot, and I'm trying to get both of them on board as well. I don't know how many people you can have in a party, and I don't know if it's crossplay, so I guess we'll all find out about that.
Wait, what the heck?
What?
Let's see. Yeah, this is it, right?
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
Okay, because I had two different markers, and the mission was pulled up, but it had me wanting me to go the opposite direction of where I was going, and yet here we are. Yeah, just stupid, man.
Oh, man, the amount of idiocy. The development of this game. Oh, my. Hello, dudes.
Hey, where are you going?
No, 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 no. What the crap? When I get out of the way of your attack, it should already be over and done with once your little red lines go away. It shouldn't still be friggin' sitting there. Waiting to attack.
I hope you got them turrets out.
Oh, yeah. Every time they become available, I'm throwing them out.
Yeah, because they are going to save our bacon.
Bacon.
I had to say that, didn't I?
I reckon so, yeah. See, is this the hole or is this not the hole? That's what she said. Because the way that it looked like I was not going to have to get attacked, but then again, it still looked like I was going to get attacked.
Oh, now we're getting attacked by these fire creatures, too. Great.
Isn't that impressive? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of this really has to deal with world tier. All about world tier. Which, you know, is unique that they switch up enemies and strategies and buffs and all that stuff. But man, they could definitely end up using some new enemies because it's the same stuff over and over and over and over.
Yeah, just variations, you know, of the same thing.
Well, there's two over here.
Oh, I missed my turn. This is definitely the class that fits my playstyle.
That's one thing that I was talking to you about last night about the RPG situation. One of the problems that I have, especially with these PC-related RPGs that are coming over to console too, is they have everything so open on how you can build your own character, but really, I guess depending on the difficulty that you play it on would determine exactly how much emphasis you really need to put into how you build them. And that's another thing that comes to point where I need to mark down exactly what type of skills I'm specifically going to give certain characters so they can balance out, so I don't feel like I'm putting too many points in other skills that other characters have, and then I'm kind of unbalancing myself. And which is funny because those types of games have this whole D&D rule set, so it's almost like, hey, yeah, we pen and paper RPGs, feels like you need to break out the pen and paper just to keep up with your stats properly, which is fine by me because it'll just help me understand it better.
Yeah.
Because I get lost in the shuffle sometimes with that, and that's probably one reason why I get frustrated a bit, because I'm like, oh well, I gotta do this, but I gotta have this ability and that ability, and I'm like, well, if I'd have done that with my party in the first place, it wouldn't happen.
Get off me.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Get off me!
Hurry up and reload, stupid.
I rolled dodge like right into you. Holy crap, I did it again. Oh my gosh.
Oh, see, that ain't even right. Like, that circle's like half a mile wide, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any friggin' sense. The circle's too big. Yeah, dude, like, you got like 15,000 enemies here, too. I'm gonna get up here. Maybe this one.
Well, there's one. Got one down. Oh, now I got these little assholes coming after me.
I mean, I like all the
chaos.
I like all the chaos that's going on, but geez, dude, like, too bullet spongy with some of these things.
Speaking of which, there's an ammo cache over here if you need it.
All right.
Oh, there's a little bastard behind me here.
You really don't even need to really aim down the sights, given the fact of all the enemies that are rolling up on each other. You can just shoot into a crowd and hope for the worst. Just spray and pray.
For real. Yeah, you just keep focusing on them turrets.
Yeah. I reckon I need to go stand in a corner somewhere just to go and shoot. I was almost dead. Hey, Caesar, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Wait till
I didn't order a salad.
A salad. Wait till I get to the end. Absolutely ridiculous. I wouldn't doubt it, man. Yeah, I don't know how far we are until the end, but then I guess it's supposed to just go straight back into the game again with all the other content. So yeah, we'll. I guess in a way we're looking forward to that. And I mean, hey, if it ends up boiling down to the fact where we have to end up cranking down the difficulty just to be able to get through the end, then so be it. Like a couple days ago, we were. What?
Well, we're going to try to beat it on the regular difficulty first because, you know, don't want to push out right from the get-go.
Well, yeah, from the get-go, of course not. But then again, here's a chest and here's some loot. Of course, it also and here's a harvest point. It also boils down to how much loot you get and the type of loot and all that crap. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. All right, how you doing?
Yeah, that one dude that we fought yesterday on that side mission, man, that was like ridiculous. Yeah.
It was
yesterday, wasn't it?
It was 2 days ago.
Oh, was it 2 days ago? Okay.
Yeah. That was the worst that we dealt with.
I don't know, that one boss fight that we did, that one I told you I couldn't get past on my own, that dude was pretty insane too. And then, well, we're probably going to have to fight him again because he got away at the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see if he's tougher next time or not.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, but there's also been some games I played before where some people were like, man, this final boss fight was a complete and total pushover. Why wasn't he tougher? Because he was tougher the last time. Blah, blah, blah.
Maybe.
Hang on a second. I got to check something here.
We shall see.
I see, said the blind man to his deaf son. Alright, bring the trophy to Hoochie Coochie, man. Well, dadgummit. You know what? Let me go ahead and go through my stuff and see if I can mod anything. Check it out. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, all I got was crap. Oh. Careful. Go blind doing that.
Hang on a second here. I'm just checking my work schedule for the upcoming week or so, and yeah. We need to get something situated with that. We're going to have ourselves a problem.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because they got me like one whole 6-day stretch of not working in the beginning of February, and yeah, no, something went wrong there. We got to rectify that situation. I'm pretty sure it'll get fixed, because Lord knows it seems like some of the ways that they handle scheduling there is a bit foobar. Yeah, we're not doing that, bub. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch out some of these things. I'll look at it a little bit more later. Although there is one cool thing, is one of those specific days they have this thing called distant learning, which is you learning a bit more about the department that you're in, I guess depending on the department that you work in, to educate yourself on some other things. And for that shift that I come in, that's a whole 2-hour class. So I'm like, great, I could sit down in front of a computer for 2 hours and listen to somebody talk on a live stream and get paid for it. Oh, this is a cool outfit. I rolled around in a bunch of animal bones. Alright, just gonna go and mod it real see what the whole modding
Oh
situation
yeah,
is
I've seen.
behind this.
I've seen. I actually have that one too. I actually tried that one out the other day, but then I found the one I got liked it better.
Um, let's do this. Switch this one out. Mod gear. Um,
You know, it's so funny to me how I was, because I'm sitting there thinking, you know, like if I was all silver, I'd look sort of like Boba Fett, but you know, I now refer to him as Beta Fett, and and you know, it's so funny about how like all these people for a while were like, oh, John Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to save Star Wars. Well, you know, well, these two are actually in charge of running Boba Fett, and they've completely ruined that character already just after a few episodes, you know, of that
he-
stupid show. And yeah, it's like, yeah, everybody was saying, oh, you know, Kathleen Kennedy's going to be out, and she, you know, the John Favreau is going to take over. It's going to be glorious. It's like, man, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, yeah, they're going to they're going to take every piece of Star Wars lore that has any sort of fan base and ruin it.
it's just like that Bogadega guy, whatever his last name is. They were like, oh well, he was supposed to go from being a stormtrooper to being a Jedi, and Star Wars ruined that for the fans. Blah blah blah. I'm so freaking sick and tired of hearing all that crap. That's why I just not even really bothered to hear it anymore. But speaking of the Boba Fett thing, I mean, I'm still gonna watch it to see how it goes because we've only seen the first episode at the moment. And oh, the historian thing. I reckon we could go turn that in. And
Yeah, and we can turn the or the hunter mission in.
yeah, exactly.
And then we can go figure out what to do next. You got to go talk to cranky chick.
There she is, Vagina.
Yeah, the China.
But yeah, I mean, one of the things I thought it was kind of funny was I think in the third episode or something, they have like this cyborg robot group or something that's all these different colors, and I'm like, man, it's like the freaking Power Rangers or something with the way that they look.
That was actually trending on social media, where it had like Boba Fett and whatever. And I forgot Ming Na Wen's character's name, but yeah, it's got them too, and then they're like surrounded by the Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of ridiculous, really. It's just I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of it, but I'm still gonna check it out and see what's what. I mean, I gave up watching the current season of Cobra Kai because I got tired of it. I was just like, it just seems like it's the same stuff, and you know, to me personally, the things that I'm seeing in it seems like it's putting a little bit more woke stuff in it than what it was previously, and I'm just like, I don't want to freaking see this. I won't watch something if it's going to shove that stuff in my face. I'll go to something else that's actually going to entertain me. I'm not going to deal with social politics in my face. I'm not friggin' doing it. I'm not. And so, even though they had been making fun of some of that stuff throughout the series, basically with Johnny Lawrence's character, you know, it's still Netflix. they're gonna be woke with everything.
We also have to remember the show started off on YouTube Red. You know.
Oh yeah,
and
it did.
Then when they did away with that, you know, they went to Netflix. So. And it's got the same showrunners, so but as far as how much influence Netflix has, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it wrong, but just the way that it seems like it's handled is to me.
Well, admittedly, I know that you and I've talked about this before. That there have been times where, you know, you were telling me, oh man, this is woke or something, and then I check it out, I was like, man, I think you're reading too much into it, you know. And, but it's understandable because, we've been dealing with this garbage for so long that you start seeing it everywhere, even where sometimes maybe it's not, like, for example, I mean, for some people, it's gotten so bad that just because a movie or a show stars a female lead, they're automatically like, oh, here we go. Like the automatic assumption is that it's going to be woke, it's going to be man hating, because there's been so much of it that you just that's kind of your go-to thought process.
Well, it's just like, for example, this Snowpiercer TV series that I was telling you about. I'm invested in it when it comes to the characters and the story, but it's just like I told you. The third friggin' episode that I get into, let's throw in the token lesbian couple in there. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, man? Can't even get away with that with just watching something without them having to throw that in there to pander. And that's exactly what it was. And honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was just the fact that they were going to end up doing it where it's like, oh, she's trying to get information, so she's trying to come on to this woman to get information and whatnot. But even then, it still happened, and then I find out that it's actually not that. It's something with an actual couple that's going on with these two, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And honestly, like, I feel like I'm invested enough in the fact of wanting to know what's going on with the story and the other characters that when it comes to when I see those two on screen, I immediately fast forward through it because I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, me and my daughter are going to try to check out some more Cobra Kai today, and because I think we've gotten through 3 episodes so far.
yeah.
And well, let me ask you this: you don't have to spoil anything, but what was the episode that you started going?
Let me think. I think it was the episode called Chicks Get Kicks. I think that's what it was actually called, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was a couple things.
Well, do you remember
there.
do you remember which episode? Like, was it the first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Whatever.
I think, maybe it was sixth.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
Well, then I got a ways to go.
I don't know. But if you were to go and actually look online to see what the name of the episodes are, you'll find out which one it is from what I had said. So.
Right. Yeah, I was just curious because, like I said, I'm only on episode 3, or been through episode 3, so I got a ways to go. Because the only reason I asked is because so far from what I've seen, I'm like, oh well, I haven't really seen anything like that, kind of thing. So that's why I was wondering what episode, where you thought it was starting.
And to see, it's just like that thing that you had mentioned before, and I mean, it is the truth, the fact on how you can watch something, and for a while you can get invested, and they'll gradually put these little woke things inside of there, and some people will be like, nope, I'm out, I'm not watching it. Or number 2, it's like, I can look past it a little bit because I'm invested in stuff now, and that's how they get you hooked to be able to watch it. So that's kind of like where
yeah.
I am with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me multiple times where I'm like, oh, this is a pretty good show. First season, it's good. Second season, it's like, okay, cool, and still invested. And then like by the third season, and sometimes it happens in the second season, like The Boys, for example. But but oftentimes it's by the third season, you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, not only is this not as good, but I'm seeing some stuff I'm not particularly caring for here,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they
exactly.
think by then it's like, well, you're so invested that you're going to keep watching and soak up the message,
Yeah, exactly. So. It's just like also, for example, last night I was talking to a guy that works retard, stupid, dumb, freaking retarded, dumb, controlling piece of crap. I need to go ahead and
Uh,
take this thing and chuck it in the friggin' trash and use my other one. Did I go out?
Bubbles?
Did you happen to hear
Yeah,
me
yeah,
talking
you
still?
went. Yeah, you did. You did go out for a few seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's one of my controllers. Sometimes it just wants to go full retarded, and it's still on, but like the camera itself would just spin around constantly, and I can't do anything else until it finally turns itself off, and I have to turn it back on again.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. This has happened a handful of times. I don't think it's with both controllers. I think it might just be this one, but um, I'd have to look into it to see if it might be something inside of it that's causing it to happen. And if it's not, then I'm gonna probably gonna just use it as a really serious backup if I need it. But anyways, what I was talking about was I was talking to a guy last night dealing with the new Lord of the Rings TV show, and he was telling me, he was like, I guess maybe he hadn't looked too much into it, and he said, well, he said, I wonder how it is how they could go and get woke with something like that. And I said, well, dude, I said they can do it with anything. Doesn't matter what it is. And I said, I think one of the reasons being is because of the fact that um, Tolkien's son is dead, so he doesn't have any say-so in the matter of what's going on here. So the showrunners are just taking it and running with it for however they see fit to run it. And
Mhm.
and I said, imagine if you started watching the show and all of a sudden you had these black transsexual hobbits walking around. I'm like,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
any race, gay hobbits, Chinese hobbits, just whatever, and that's the thing. You're not sticking to what Tolkien himself ended up doing with it, because he based it in Europe. He based it in World War One. You're not respecting the lore as to what it is that people had liked this stuff in the first place to begin with for the many, many, many years that it's been out. And
Oh, for
so,
sure.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, I didn't have to turn anything to that guy after all. I guess it's this guy. So that's the thing that gets to me with it.
Those
So,
monsters ain't gonna kill themselves.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna see what it's like,
New blend.
but if it takes that turn that I don't want it to, I'm not gonna watch it. And I don't want to go and say that I'll be embarrassed to be a Lord of the Rings fan, considering how much I love the movies. But if anybody comes at me with some crap about the TV show and I'm not invested in it, I'm like, no, that's your end of the spectrum. I go way back to the early 2000s when movies and TV shows actually mattered and wasn't trying to go and shove freaking politics in your face.
Nice.
I was like, no.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of like with Star Wars. It's like I'm an OG Star Wars fan. You want to like the sequel trilogies, whatever, dude. But now my Star Wars is the OG trilogy. So
Yeah, that's how I see it. So, I mean, another thing also is the fact that like the main character, and this isn't going on the lines of anything being woke or nothing like that. At least it doesn't really seem like that to me per se. But like in Snowpiercer, the main character is a black guy, and that doesn't have anything to do really with the story or anything like that, except for the fact of, oh, we got to throw in the token gay couple in there, like I said about the lesbians being in the show. But
well, I think on that point, I don't. Most people don't have a problem in and of itself with somebody that stars like a black guy or somebody that's not a straight white male. The big problem is the reason they star,
Exactly.
somebody that isn't a straight white male. It's not the
Exactly.
fact that there is one, a non-straight white male starring in a movie or TV show. It's the reason for it is the problem.
Right. And they don't see that.
Yeah, that's like when they really started shoveling, women into the workforce, and you had a woman that was like a high-level position in a corporate company or engineering or whatever. It's like, you automatically know, it's like, she either sucked her way to that position or, got men in higher positions to simp her up to that position because you knew she wasn't qualified, I mean, and what's sad about that is that not only does that piss, the men off, and it also pisses the women off. Two classes of women is one, the woman who's the housewife homemaker taking care of the kids. Well, the woman that's getting promoted for diversity reasons instead of her husband means that, that wife and her children are getting screwed out of getting more money that her husband deserves for being a good employee, And it also hurts the women that actually are qualified, but because they need to hurry up and pick a random woman out of the litter just to put one in that position for diversity's sake, it hurts the women that actually are qualified that did bust their ass, to get that smart, and learn all that stuff. So, it literally hurts everybody,
Expeditions made it out of the forest alive.
How is this even possible?
But we'll see what'll happen when it releases. It ain't going to be out till September 2nd anyway, so we'll see if there's going to be any drastic changes made to it.
Oh my god. Is that some kind of fuel cell?
Because it's happened before.
I've never seen tech this
I mean,
advanced before.
the first Sonic movie is a prime example.
Where were they?
Just with a drastic change in general, not the fact that there being any social politics in it.
Whoever they were, they lost. This was a massacre.
If you can't do stuff for entertainment's sake, for the sake of it being entertaining, and try to
shelter. We head to those rocks.
Put a constant message out there, then you've lost me.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy's from the boomer generation, where all that, feminism nonsense, and she came out of that generation, and now literally there are no more creators in Hollywood. They're all activists.
Something weird about
They're all corporate shills, money maker. Corporate. Money makers and activists. There are no real creators in Hollywood, and if there are, they get stifled.
Who the hell were they? Could they have come from the floors?
Yeah, I mean, we can see that plain as day how things are right now.
Well, see, that's why I like, and God bless Junebug, but that's why when he starts talking about how he wants to make Hollywood great again, I'm sitting there thinking, why? Like, man, I think Hollywood needs a competitor. We know what happens when there's a monopoly, on things, whether it's, Hollywood, or whether it's the video game industry, or whether it's, big business, or, whatever it is. Anytime there's a monopoly, everybody loses because there's no incentive for that one company to do anything decent, because where else are people going to go for what they offer, And I think Hollywood needs I think if there even is a way to save Hollywood, let's face it, Hollywood was always communist, because it was communists that started Hollywood. So there's no real getting around that. But if there was ever a chance to save Hollywood, it would be by force. And the way you force somebody to be competitive and do good is if people got somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, if Microsoft and Microsoft has the money, if they bought up literally every game studio in existence, and put Sony out of business, right? Well, what incentive does Microsoft have to put out good games and provide good services if nobody has anywhere else to go and take their business? Like if they have nowhere else to take their business, there's no incentive to do anything, to provide a good product or service, because the world is your customer. Yeah. Like having a monopoly, it'd be like having a monopoly on water. Like the world's your customer, and it's something that people need. Like you can do whatever you want. You have that power. You can do whatever you want. I think there needs to be like a conglomerate or some sort of convention of independent filmmakers to, not even necessarily, create an institution necessarily, but just maybe sort of like a, I don't want to say club, But, you know, something along those lines where it's like, okay, we're all independent creators, but we're all part of this association to where we kind of look out for each other and, kind of thing, you know, to keep the independent film industry alive kind of thing, you know.
And I don't know why.
Chest and
I don't
harvest born
know.
over here.
I don't know why. They didn't try to hide the fact that my voice is pitch shifted.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just how low grade can you get? Like, really? You couldn't have just, like, found somebody with a deeper voice instead of pitch shifting some dude, you know?
Yeah.
I found a place we can lay low. Jana, bring everyone in.
Yeah, but I honestly... Now, if it were up to me personally, Hollywood would just break off into the sea and sink, you know?
Yeah.
And just like with any other industry that fails, others will rise up. Others will rise to take their place, you know?
That's no storm.
Look.
Wait,
There's someone out
what
there.
do we got here?
Wait, isn't that the son of a bitch that killed Jakub?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Man,
I knew
you're
it.
really good
I
at
knew
this
we were going to have to...
This fuck's not letting this go.
Neither am I. Next time I see him, he's dead.
Yeah. Next time I see him, he's dead. Yeah.
Up here.
Let's hope that's
Found
the case.
something.
Some kind of outpost. Looks human.
You see that antenna over there? I can use it to trace the signal.
But I thought nobody ever made it out this far.
So they think.
I've made it, yeah, like previous places we've been, it's like, this is the furthest anybody's ever been. And then all of a sudden...
Yeah, exactly. Oops. Well, here's a quest over here from China.
Somebody got a little inconsistent.
I took a closer look at those vehicles. Never seen weaponry like that before.
Didn't do these people any good.
Yeah. Might do us some, though.
What are you thinking?
Oh, joy.
Maybe the main force...
What do we got here? Oh, angry chick needs something.
Yeah.
I think I can cobble together something that'll pack a punch.
You can do that?
Well, man might have taught me a thing or two that stuck.
Yeah, I could be proud. I'll have a look around.
Bring me anything that looks like it might have had electricity flowing through it at some point.
If I tell Corrigan anything about what we've seen, he'd probably call me crazy.
Okay.
All right, she says she can put together something that'll pack a punch. And gave Jakub credit for teaching her, so that was good.
Yep, that's true. Alright.
Hard to be angry at a man that when he's dead. You want to do the side? Yeah. You want to do the side quest first and see what maybe she can conjure up.
Yeah, might as well.
What time is it? Yeah. Well, that might be all I have time for. So, yeah, it's about 20 till now. But we'll see. If we get it done quick enough, we can still do the other one.
Alrighty. You just want to do the big iron quest? That's farther away than the main mission.
Look for old gear. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the big iron. See what's up.
Zahidi, how badly do you need that antenna?
Well, to be honest, I've been having some problems pinpointing the signal since we entered the desert. I've just been guiding us on best guesses. With proper equipment,
I get it. We need it. I'll radio when I've cleared the way.
Oh crap, there's a thing up there and it's getting shot. It's getting frozen in place constantly. That's funny. They didn't have a chance to get down here.
If something got frozen in place, shouldn't it fall out of the sky?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, wouldn't that
I
make
mean,
more sense?
I'm just saying, you know.
Holy crap, we got a major gangbang going on here.
Your favorite. Where's this butthole? Oh, he's right on top of it. Oh! Didn't like that, did you?
No, you don't like that.
Oh, there's another one. Great. Oh, look who's dead.
Oh, oops, I did it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good show, y'all. Oh, there's more over here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Enemies.
Yeah.
Looks like
This
there's
is
a chest
definitely a
over there.
military outpost, but I don't recognize the insignia. At least, it's obvious now where those feral aliens got their weapons from.
It has to make you wonder. If we had enemies like these ferals on our side of the gate, would we have been too
What's over
busy
here?
to start fighting each other?
Man, you can go through this whole desert? Wow.
I guess so. Oh, I blew the door open.
This is the most open I've seen this game.
And, probably even more dead than the rest of it. Uh-oh. I didn't know that was going to happen.
What'd you do?
I blew open the door. I guess we'll check that other stuff afterwards. I didn't really know that was going to happen.
Well, given how this game usually is...
You kind of figure.
Oh, yeah.
Turret in the air. Wave it like you just don't care.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
Yeah. Oh. Where that... That's what I think of you.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's look around a bit before we end up taking the... Oh, here's a chest. Before we take the wrong route again and get ambushed.
Where do you get this wee crap? You're the one that did it.
Yeah. Well, we got ambushed. I just blew open the door and then that happened. So there we go.
Yeah, we survived it. It's over
Okay.
here.
Can't go in there.
Ooh, harvest point.
Yeah. Before we go through that, there's a chest in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else over here. Oh, can't go through there. Alright, boys, it's your turn.
Who do you think you're hitting?
What in the macaroni?
Holy booty.
Holy booty is right. Come on, man, move! Retard. Shot in the back.
Let's see.
What's in here?
Man, ain't nothing in there.
It was just a bunch of cover spaces.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you go anywhere else? Oh. Oh, no, we already. I think that's it.
Thingamajig, Bob.
Yeah, I was pretty spot on when I said this is probably all I'd have time for, because this is a
From the people who were here.
bit of a long one.
What's in
Yeah.
It looks like they encountered the same hostile natives as we did. They called them ferals. They established this fort as a base to send out scouting parties, trying to track the ferals down. But eventually, the ferals found them.
Doesn't look like anyone survived.
The name Monroy appears a lot. I think he was a leader.
Monroy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
hello.
Somebody kicked the hornet's nest.
Dude.
Somebody kicked the hornet's nest.
Oh, a dude died, baby. Wait, what the hell is this?
Probably part of the mission, but we gotta kill out all the
Okay,
dudes.
Zahedi.
Well, I think they're all
Path is
dead.
clear. Waiting for your arrival.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
There's other things over there too.
Hey. Oh, whoops.
Oh, that's really loud.
Time for the dynamite. Here they come.
Zahedi, lay low. I got company.
Oh, you shithead.
Dadgummit.
There's one other guy over here. So.
Wherefore art thou, enemies? You little horny toad. he's like, wow, that's loud.
Here
Way
they
to
come.
way to put some emphasis on what you're trying to say, dude.
Wow, that's really loud.
Yeah. I feel that I am going deaf.
What the Oh, man, I'm surrounded. Oh, that dude has a shield. What?
Come on! Oh my gosh, these freaking controls, man. I swear, you can't take cover anywhere around here. There's no freaking way.
No, these guys are pretty aggressive.
What in the crap? Move! Oh my gosh, I'm frozen. Okay. World Tier 13.
Yeah, this is the world tier I was on when I fought that one boss that I couldn't beat.
I think that was the last of them. They attempted
New
an
accolades,
ambush.
level 14.
The outpost is secure.
Try and keep it that way this time, please.
Try and keep it that way this time. Zahidi, get your freaking self out here and do it yourself.
Oh my lord, I need ammo. Okay.
There's a chest. Picked open the chest.
But
I wonder if some of the vehicles.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, what? Oops. What the- I didn't expect
What
that to
happened?
happen. I went to a just going to a cutscene because I went to a
You hear that?
story point I didn't realize was a story point.
It's a digital relay device. What the hell's it supposed to be relaying?
Our signal.
Our signal? Was them? But how was it playing when I landed? How is that even possible?
It's not. It's not possible. Only one interstellar ship ever left her. Ours.
Who were they?
Doesn't matter. Those coordinates. We find them, we plug in, and we contact the damn Flores.
Mayday. All right. Well. Oh, there's
We've
chest.
got the coordinates ready to go on your word.
well, it's 11:55, so I'm probably gonna have to call it here.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go scrounger around a little bit, see if there's anything I can pick up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it myself.
All right, well,
So.
I enjoyed it, and good to be part of the stream. You know, thanks to Call Me Bot for the usual entertainment,
Yep.
and And thanks to Caesar for coming out, of course. So, anyway, with that being said, I am going to sign off. And later, haters.
There you go. And with that being said, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now and say later, taters, and we shall be back again at some point. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? But anyways, later.